Okay, everybody. Here we go. I'm laughing. I'm laughing for a lot of reasons. You guys and girls are so great sitting here looking at the chat here. Anyway, look, man, we have a lot to talk about. So please hold your questions till the end here. I'm going to cover pretty much everything you can think about what happened with the markets, crypto, gold, silver, what we can look forward to moving forward, more propaganda. I mean, you name it. As I said, this is my post-market wrap-up Wednesday. November 6th, 2024. We made history today, not just because we had not just the Dow, the S&P 500, the Nasdaq, Bitcoin all hit records today. That really isn't why we hit a milestone, because we've never been here before. Never before in history has the stock market taken off like this the day after a presidential selection. I know that still bothers some of you, but that's my take on it. You're entitled to your own. So let me explain this to you just real quick. If you happen to be watching CNBC just towards the close, one of the commentators, creatures, was talking about how strong our economy is. And that is being reflected, of course, in this stock market. Let me explain this to you in case you don't know. Oh, they also said that inflation is sticky. They love that word. Anyway, as you all know, okay, anyone trying to tell you, and you know this already if you've been with me any length of time, that there is any connection between the economy and the market, is obviously lying to you on an epic scale, biblical level. I mean, it's unbelievable here. The economic news just doesn't stop. Business activity in contraction, factory activity in contraction, manufacturing in contraction, debts and deficits hyper-ballooning, currency devaluation, artificially suppressed rates here, people who can't make ends meet. Again, the mechanism of inflation. This is a monetary policy issue. Presidents, kings, queens, dictators, or monarchs, in here in the United States, presidents don't have a printing press. Presidents don't have the ability to devalue the currency. But a lot of people think that's the case. It's amazing. But what would you expect exactly, Charles? The economy is toast. And you know this better than anybody. Are you ready? A lot of new people here. The faster, and this is going to continue moving forward for as far as the eye can see, the faster the economy is pushed through the floor, the higher the market's going to go. As long as the debt market, and we're going to talk about the debt market, it doesn't sell off in an uncontrolled fashion. Now, let's talk about that real quick here. This is the MMRI. I know the website was down earlier. I got it back up. Anyway, look, this is, in theory, what we're seeing here, the sell-off in the debt market, obviously being reflected in the MMRI, this is not a good thing. But if you notice, there's a phenomenon occurring here, and it's an interesting one. The market, whatever this isn't a market. It's a circus show, clown act, a casino, which is completely disconnected from reality. Yvonne B, thank you. The market keeps shrugging everything off that's thrown at it, including this, and there's a reason for that. We're going to get more easy money pumped into this market tomorrow. This mechanism is not going to stop. People, look, man, in case you need a wake-up call here, Tyler, thank you. Buy the dips, man. You know that. We'll talk more about that, too, with what happened to gold and silver and commodities as well. You know that's where you got to be. But we'll talk more about that. Anyway, look. So I don't know how many of you are flipping through the channels and you hear about the bond vigilantes. How many of you have heard about the bond vigilantes? Abe, thank you. Let me just sum up what bond vigilantes are, or what they're purported to be. A mythical group of bond traders who own debt and then dump it because they're trying to make a point. In this case, they're rebelling against the Federal Reserve. Wow, Jeffrey, thank you. They cut, we buy. You know that, bro. I love this guy. You're totally on the same page as me. So these bond vigilantes, these mythical things, which I think is made up. Okay, of course, it's not real, but they're rebelling against the central bank in this case, cutting rates. Obviously, look, man, I don't care how many vigilantes, bond vigilantes there that really exist in La La Land, Fantasy Land, or anywhere else, even in reality. Nobody has enough firepower or is holding enough debt to dump it to make something like this happen. There's something else going on here. Now, if you were paying attention to CNBC, as I just alluded to, they were saying that what we're seeing here with the 10-year yield coming up, is reflective of our strong economy. Make it up. Make it up, man. You can't make it up. Everywhere in the world, the economy is being decimated. And the worse off this gets, well, of course, what would you look, man? For those of you that maybe still are lost out here, the mechanism around this world is the same. Every single developed economy, who is being run obviously by their central bank, you're doing the same things. Okay, this is artificially suppressing rates, currency devaluation. Obviously, these are economic wrecking balls. Why do you think none of this came up during the presidential debate or the VP debate? No monetary policy issues, nothing at all. You can't know that. Imagine if people knew. Honestly, you guys and girls who are followers of this blog are members of the elite. You understand? You guys and girls have an understanding of the dark underbelly of this market system, twisted, whatever the freak we have, better than anybody else here. The fact that we will remain in this economic wrecking ball phase with central banks tag teaming the population of this world only to prop up the stock markets. So today, I mean, with stock record highs across the board, I'll show you what we're talking about in just a minute, and the promise of more easy money, which means currency devaluation with a president now. Look, man, you get what you ask for. Everybody does. You have to understand. Trump is a corporate insider of the highest order. Okay, look at his right-hand man, Musk. All right. Do you remember what took place during his last tenure? Forget about the fact that he was a proponent of, Tyler, thank you. Yes, that's true too. The whole market's on sale. Everything is on sale, but it's a distortion. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Anyway, we had, again, Trump's last tenure. We were promised a lot of things, as they all do. It's not just his fault. Every single one of these puppets promises you the world. Okay, all it really is a war between factions, and you and I pay for it all. It's a fact. Okay, whatever. You all know that. But again, going back to what was going on during his last tenure, is what did he say every day after the stock market? What did the stock market do? He came out every single day. We're all rich. Look at that stock market. Meanwhile, $8.9 trillion, which was pulled into existence. Again, he doesn't have that ability. Fed certainly does. Didn't speak out against it. Actually wanted lower rates. But again, we know the mechanism here. More debt in epic sums. It buys a lot of illusion. All right. A lot of people thought the economy was strong back then because we didn't have inflation. It was just a lag effect. That cash waiting to make its way through the economy, which we're now seeing, which got, of course, blamed on Biden. It's not his fault, of course, but that was the game. And you see, Kamala couldn't point that out because then it would be pointing a finger at the Federal Reserve. Maybe she would have been the victor here. I doubt it, though. I'll be honest with you. Look, man, the promise of easy money, economic destruction via that, it's not going to stop. You may think there is. You may have delusions of grandeur. Art Joe Go. Moving forward. It ain't happening. We have a corporate insider who is really about easy money. There is no way. Mark my words, because I said the same thing I'm going to tell you right now at the beginning of Trump's last tenure. I said, mark my words. Everybody was told, I don't know where they were getting the story from, that Trump was going to end the Fed during his tenure last time. What happened was that Fed was vaulted to the top of the pyramid instead via all that cash that was pulled into existence. Now, for those of you that are, again, falling through the trap door that someone is setting you up for, that Trump is going to somehow eliminate the Fed, remember what I'm saying right now. Save this to your video or however you do it here so you can call me out if I'm wrong, okay? It ain't happening. The Fed is going to be much stronger at the end of Trump's tenure here. Not only will they exist, but they're going to have more control over every single one of us here. We might even get this tokenized system. That's the true reason why Musk is brought in here. Again, the AI expert of the world, really bought that? He was brought in here so he would cut government waste. You really think that's true? No, of course not. He's helped to roll this out. Of course, and we'll see how it plays out. But anyway, just mark my words on this. Fed not going anywhere. Will be much stronger in 4 years from now than what we have. Anyway, Fed's going to keep on easing. It's just no way out of it. Now, as we all spoke about, Trump presidency lifts Wall Street to record high. Record high ever. We've never seen this before during a day after a selection. Look at these numbers here. Status post down. Now, Wall Street is betting on a new era for the market, which means what? So let's just read this. Barron's bets on a new era of Wall Street. Push banks. Did you see what happened to banks? We're going to talk more about that. Banks took off. You know, the banks that everybody hates and everyone thinks that Trump is against the banks. You can't make this stuff up, man. There's some people out there that are really screwed up. But look, it doesn't mean that there's opportunity here. But there also you have to understand the disconnect between any kind of reality. The market is no reality at all. There's no price discovery at all. The market just reacts to things. There's no fundamentals supporting anything anymore. Wisco, thank you. I appreciate that's cute, man. Anyway, not just banks, but the stock market, pretty much across the board. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. And unfortunately, we did see commodities take a hit. We'll talk more about that too. Cryptocurrency across the board here. Again, look, not all the time. Okay, you can go back and look at this. But you and I spoke for a very long time, months, what the market wanted. The market wants Trump. The crypto space wants Trump. I think we got that right. We did set ourselves up. We always have the high ground just in case the other one was selected here. What did I say would happen? I said the crypto space would more than likely get cut in half. I said the stock market would more than likely take a hit. So what did we do? We took out protective puts, a little insurance policy against those long positions. Okay, whatever you made today in your long positions way outweighed what it might have cost you to take out a little insurance policy on your positions here. Or if you got out, you're just going to look for another opportunity to get back in, man. We can't lose. We're never going to lose. And look, man, it's too simple, and that's a problem when things are too simple. Let us move forward here. Now, this is something I want you guys and girls to pay attention to. If we understand, you and I think we're very clear on this, the detachment from literally people, really listen to what I'm saying here, from any kind of reality with regard to a connection between the economy and the market is going to we are already off the page. We're going off through the ceiling and through the floor. There's no connection here. You know that the PE ratio of the S&P 500, we've never been here before. Is the market overvalued? Yes. Did it just get even more overvalued? Yes. But the faster the economy comes down around the world, this isn't just a phenomenon here. Those of you that are still in your red box or in your blue box, which I hope you've climbed out of, people. Look, we have an opportunity to come together here. Put it aside. It's over. It's over with now. Now it's our turn to not be slaves. You understand? And that also means that you and I, what are we going to do, man? Look, how do I say this to you another way? What if I warned people not to do? Get in our way. Stay out of the way of the lions that dwell here, because we will shred you apart. We will. I want everybody to win. You all know that. I want you to win. I want to win. We're both going to win. Ain't no way that's not happening here. So understanding the dynamics that are in play. And yes, maybe we are entering a new era for Wall Street, okay? Not for Main Street. Main Street is going to suffer more so moving forward. No matter who was selected, it didn't matter. So now that, let me just say this another way, maybe. Trump just made this so easy for you and me. You can't even believe. We know what the man is about. He's a corporate insider who wants a higher stock market, was all about currency devaluation, was all about even negative rates, which we may get. Who the freak knows what they're going to throw at us? Maybe another scamdemic, whatever it is. So look, if the other thing would have got in here, it would have been a little more challenging. I'm not going to lie, but we still would have been able to take advantage of it. With the Trump selection here, people, this is so simple. You have to understand, look, all I do is think about this stuff, study the data, try to come up with the most likely scenarios, and to say the least, you and me have nailed it to the wall. What we have here is opportunity like you can't possibly believe. Yes, it is party time on Wall Street in a massive way here. Look, could some of this be a little relief rally? A lot of you were asking me that. I got a lot of questions about this. Greg, you watching the market is taking off. Some of this is probably a relief rally. Imagine, for example, you're anticipating something. You want it so bad you can taste it. You're foaming at the mouth. The corporate elite, the insiders, the whales in the crypto space, for example, the whales in the stock market, which is the 1% and 2%. They're anticipating. All of a sudden, they get what they want. And you get a relief rally. Yes, probably some of this was a relief rally. What we should be looking for here, okay, is again the same mechanism. Buying every single dip that comes along. Yes, we're going to be watching this. No doubt about it. No doubt what we need to keep an eye on this. Again, forget the number. Okay, we're not even in an extreme risk environment. We're still in a very high risk environment, no doubt about it. But risk is reward at the same time. It's a double-edged sword, people. I don't believe the Fed's going to allow this to continue. It's gotten pretty far out of control. We already know the Fed's they're going to cut rates. They're going to obviously continue to do so all throughout next year because they said they were going to do it. And look, so it's pretty simple. Now, this is what I want to talk about, again, as an opportunity. It's everywhere right now. And again, Trump has made this too easy for us, and we should all thank the man, no matter if you were for Trump or against the man. Thank him, okay, because he's now made your life and mine, at least from how to capitalize on the freaking freak show around us, a lot easier. He's made my life a lot easier. My job is to put this stuff together for all of you and then get it out and show you where opportunity is. And I'm going to show you some of that right now. For how long have you and I been talking about tech? Tech really is the place, you guys and girls, if you're looking to get back into the market, you're looking to add to positions, no matter what, if you're looking to buy stock here, you understand? You got to start looking at tech. You know what I'm doing here. I am building up JEPQ. That is the ticker. I've been working on it for months. You all know that. I don't know if I'm fully invested in JEPI. That's the ticker, but I have a pretty substantial position there. Now I'm working on my JEPQ. One thing at a time. That's how I'm working. The JEPQ is going to give you all exposure to tech. You understand? Tesla, as an example. Elon Musk got a lot richer today. Trump media shares, as you and I said, there were two reasons to own this. This is something. You want to talk about something that is so disconnected from reality? This is all emotional buying here, okay? I've been telling everyone for the longest time, it's a $9 stock. It hit 12 before it started to take off again. Now we got another big surge here today. There were only two reasons to own this. And still, Let's see where this goes. I'm not telling you to buy this, people. I want you to exercise caution here. One, if Trump was selected, which he was, or if Musk would have bought it. Well, I just want to bring this to your attention. Now, crypto space, as we all know, crypto whales today became super gazillionaires on the back of the entire crypto space going up here, Bitcoin. Trump ignites a crypto frenzy and sends Bitcoin to a record high. Bitcoin surges to a record above 75,000 as Trump victory heralds wider crypto adoption. I know a lot of you hate crypto. Trump loves crypto. Harris loves it too now. Again, there's something else going on here. We all know that, people. We're being led into a new system. A new system, a tokenized system. Maybe Trump was selected to help bring that about. You guys and girls could speculate all you want. What the freak ever. Okay. Whatever happens, we're going to capitalize on it as well. Again, Trump has built a business around streamlining how crypto is used around the world, even as his own crypto token here. You should expect. Do you see this number? You see this number? Multiples higher from where we are here. Okay, I know how much you guys and girls hate crypto, a lot of you. You missed out on an incredible opportunity that I've been telling you since Bitcoin at 17,500. I came out here and said I was buying it. Imagine if you had bought it like I did. Anyway, this is what happened across the board. You're not too late to the party here. I don't want a single one of you to say, well, I missed out. Well, I missed out. No, you didn't miss out. Look, always do your own research on everything that I talk about. You understand? Make up your own mind. Do what you think is the right thing. But just think about what we have here. We now have, are you ready for it? What did Trump call himself prior to being selected? The crypto president, the Bitcoin president. He said he's going to make the United States the crypto capital of the world. Do you not believe that's true? Do you think he was just throwing this out as hyperbole? It's not. He built a business around this. This is where it's going. If you and guys and girls, I don't know what else you can possibly need to prove to you that this is something you guys and girls need to get involved in. People, a horse can be led to water. You can't make him drink. And I do not understand why. Even if you took $100 and put it into, let's say, Bitcoin, because it's the mommy, $100, 50. You could buy this stuff in fractions. You understand? Just look. In my opinion, and you're again entitled to your own, we're going to see a greater disconnect than you can possibly believe with regard to the stock market and the economy. More easy money, currency devaluation, artificially suppressed rates, all the things we spoke about prior to the selection yesterday. They're not going to change. That means as long as the debt market plays ball, and right now everything looks okay. I understand the MMRI took a pretty big jump high today. Bond vigilantes or whatever the freak is causing it, I don't even give a damn. They can make up whatever they want. We are paying attention to the bigger picture as well. I always tell you, the MMRI, it's a great tool. It's not the only tool. So we utilize that in our arsenal to play the game. You understand? It's pretty simple. So if you and I understand that, look, how do I even maybe say this another way? The currency is going to be destroyed around the world. Central banks are in a mission to wipe out their currency to issue in a new system, a tokenized system, some kind of blockchain. It's coming. Be ready for it. Period. That means we need to capitalize on what's going on everywhere around us. If we understand, for those of you that may be new here and have never heard this before, central banks are in a race to the bottom to see who can destroy the purchasing power of their currency faster. How is this done? By artificially suppressing rates. What did we already see over in Europe? Negative rates. I really believe that there is a chance now with a proponent of that sitting behind the Resolute desk, we can potentially get negative rates here in the United States. Think of what that would mean. Well, for the economy, massively disruptive. For the stock market, the 1 and 2 percenters, the corporate insiders, well, right now, the 1 and 2% own half of the world's wealth. Maybe they're going to own 75% of it at the end of Trump's term. I have no idea. But I can promise you this, the system always works the same. Wealth is stolen from one group of people and pushed up to the 1 and 2 percenters. This mechanism from down here, you guys and girls, me included, up there, is not going to stop, whether it was Harris or whether it's now Trump. That mechanism, not just here in the United States, but around the world, is going to continue. People, we are still being thrust into a neo-feudal system. It ain't going away. Okay. This environment is going to deteriorate around us faster. There's no doubt about it. And all the blame, it's these people's fault. It's that fault. It was all a deception. It was all a distraction. It comes down to the monetary system, the financial markets, the financial system, the 1 and 2 percenters, and that's it. Other things, unfortunately, let's move forward. This is kind of a downer to me. Okay, I believe we are custodians of the world that we have been given here by the Almighty here. So renewable energy stocks did get hit pretty bad. This is not great for silver in the short run. Okay, silver, a big part of obviously what would have been renewable energy, which was part of the platform of Kamala. Trump's not so much into that. So anyway, let's look over here with gold and silver. Greg, why is this happening to gold and silver? It's very simple. And I outlined this for you earlier today. The game remains risk on. In fact, more so probably than we've ever seen, at least in the last year or so. Yes, indeed, the S&P 500 has now hit, this would be 48 record highs this year. On the back of the economy falling through the floor, currency devaluation, blah, blah, blah. You know this whole story. Now, risk on means cash is going to make its way into risk assets. The stock market, henceforth, why you saw a 1,500 point gain in the Dow. Look at these gains across the board, man. Look at the NASDAQ here. It's incredible. Cash is now going to make its way into risk, into crypto president promising to make us the crypto capital of the world. So that cash has to come from somewhere. But what this means is opportunity. It's not going to stop. If you think for a second the issue with debts and deficits are going to miraculously change, let's start to pay attention to something. And I'm going to talk about it. You and me, we're going to obviously cover it. When the debt, how the debt is doing, what deficits are doing, trade deficits, all that moving forward. That trajectory is not going to change. I expect we could possibly get into a trade war. Most of Trump's tariffs are already in effect. Trump's doubling down, wants to do more. You think that's going to make things cheaper for you? Or you probably have to pay more than you're already paying. Ding, ding, ding. You'll probably have to pay more. The elimination here, or the extermination, of the middle class here, is not going to stop. And wealth is going to continue to be pushed up to the 1 and 2 percenters here, who own most of everything. It's pretty straightforward here. But commodities, again, longer run. When this thing runs its course, whether it's going to happen under Trump's tenure or whoever comes after him, whatever, you got to be patient. And remember I spoke about patience earlier today? I made an analogy. I said, you're an impatient person. I said, you pray to God for patience. Is God going to just grant you patience? or is God going to give you the opportunity to be patient? Be patient here, okay? This stuff is on sale. The greater that the global debt balloons, and we've never seen anything like this before, it's not going to stop. The more on sale these are going to be, commodities are going to be. At the same time, you should be looking to take advantage of every opportunity around you. If you have the ability, for example, okay, understanding the dynamics that are in play, to own, let's say, what I'm in, okay, you all know what I'm doing. All right. There's another opportunity here I want to talk to you guys about, but let me get to there in a second. You all know what I'm doing. Nobody is a more open book than Greg Mannarino. If you have the ability to get into, let's say, JPQ, pays a nice monthly dividend, generates cash flow, exposure to tech, I mean, it's almost like it's a no-brainer here. If you're looking for other opportunities, this is something I almost never do. I almost never do this. I got in trouble for doing this not once, but twice by the SEC. I did it because you know what? I'm a brave guy. So for the first time in a very long time, if you subscribe to my free newsletter, link below, you got this in your inbox right now. I want to read this to you, okay? Lions, bank stocks are ripping higher. I know how many of you hate the banks. Trump is all about the banks. Trump is all about making the rich richer, period. He made me richer today. He made a lot of you guys and girls richer today. Okay, so maybe, again, let's thank the guy. Let's give thanks where thanks are due. So anyway, bank stocks are ripping higher on the back of the Trump selection. Now, as you know, it is exceedingly rare for me to do what I'm about to do, but here you go. I wrote with that. And I also wrote, look, if this is something you want to do, I am not saying you should do this. I am not even recommending it. Okay? I got to be careful here. Because, again, there are people out here that are against me. I had to stop putting stuff like this out. You know what I'm talking about? But I said, with that, I want you to take advantage of this. Look what happened to JP Morgan today. JP Morgan bank stock, Goldman Sachs bank stock, Wells Fargo bank stock. I mean, bank stocks across the board skyrocketed here. Now, I gave you three here. I said you might want to look at JP Morgan, that's the ticker. Goldman Sachs, that's the ticker. Wells Fargo, that's the ticker there. I am not saying you should buy this today. I'm not telling you to do this, man, okay? So, for you people that despise Greg Mannarino, first of all, I'm trying to help you. I really, really am, and I think I've done a damn good job of it. If you think that hurting me is a good thing, when I'm trying to help all you guys and girls, I don't know what to say, but wait for a pullback. If you're looking to get into financials here, wouldn't be a bad idea. I gave you, again, this is in your inbox, people, but it's up to you as to what you want to do. I am not saying, just you know where I'm going with this, okay? I don't know what else to say here, people. I really believe that we covered a lot in this particular video here. God, disaster. I swear to you, I gotta clean this place up here. Anyway, I am now going to open up this to some discussion here. Is there anything that you, and I really mean this, is there anything that you guys and girls want to talk about? I have made a promise and a pledge to all of you years ago that I got your back and I will never let you down. I want us all to win. I really, even if you're a guy or a girl who doesn't like Greg, for whatever reason, Greg is saying the wrong thing. I mean, I don't know why some people, they don't like successful people. I happen to think I'm a successful person. I'm successful for one reason. You see where I'm pointing to? The guiding light of my life, God the Father, God the Almighty. I know a lot of you hate hearing that. I've gotten threatened. Greg, if you mention God one more time, I'm unsubscribing. Well, if it hurts you that much, then I guess just get out of here. I don't know what to say. All right. Anyway, with that said, people, let us, anything you guys want to talk. Opinion on the 10-year yield. I talked about this just earlier, but I'll cover it real quick. It could be a rebalancing here. It could be so-called bond vigilantes here. It's an important factor to pay attention to. If it does get out of control, the market's going to hate it. The market is drunk right now. In fact, I wrote that, didn't I? The market seems to be shrugging everything off, even this profound sell-off here in the debt market. Why? What's the Fed going to do tomorrow? They're going to cut rates. What's the Fed going to do moving forward? Keep rates suppressed, devalue the currency. And there's another factor here. Don't dismiss what I'm going to say here, okay? This is a really good question, and I'm glad it came up again. All right. Chandler, thank you. I appreciate it if you're here. Dude, all we do is talk about central banks around here, so you're in the right place. I have explained to all of you for a long time now why the market wants Trump, wanted Trump, got Trump. You saw what happened. Why the crypto space wants Trump. They got it. The relief rally that we had today. The market, the stock market doesn't care about you. The 1% and 2%ers could not possibly care less about you other than one thing. They want whatever you have, even if it's next to nothing. They want the last dime in your pocket. They want it all. Excuse me. In my view, that's all they care about. You understand? So, if in fact we understand the economy is going to continue to crater here, I understand what came out of Trump's mouth, even Kamala's mouth, how they were both going to build back better and whatever Trump plan was in tariffs and everything else. It's not going to stop the economic destruction, only on the back of two things. Again, what are central banks doing right now? They're obviously in here, buying it all, keeping rates suppressed, killing the currency. What did we have during this election? Kamala and Trump, spokespeople for the Federal Reserve. Couldn't call the Fed out. They were selling you the Fed's plan. Trump, as we know from the last 10 years, people, come on, man, calling the Fed out, saying, you guys, you're boneheads, bring us to zero or negative rates. Negative rates meaning you would have to pay the bank to keep your cash in there. Massively destructive to the economy. But like I said, the market don't care about you. Nor does it care about the economy. The rich, the elite, the 1% and 2%, the Elon Musks, they have their own economy. They live in their own world, way out, disconnected from where we are. So you're nothing but a means to an end, greasing the wheels with your blood and guts and everything else and whatever else they want to throw at you. You understand? The market wanted Trump because it realizes he's a corporate insider. He's going to help the 1% and 2%ers. He's possibly going to call on the Fed or boneheads again. Why are you going negative? I mean, this would make the stock market go far beyond the sun. Wherever else you want to talk about it. And the crypto space, something you and I have been talking about for a very long time. Let's not even go there anymore. This really may be a new era for the stock market and cryptocurrency. The Trump era of stock market, whatever you want to call it, and crypto. But we're going to take advantage of this, people. What's so wrong about that? Let me ask you, there are a lot of people that are against me because I'm a market guy, because I participate in the system. Meanwhile, they don't look upon themselves. If you transact in a central bank issued note, which we're all forced to do, so I know you all do it, you're doing the same thing as me, maybe in a different way, but you're in the market. Central bank issued notes are tradable assets. Me, yeah, I own a chunk of the stock market. I own cryptocurrencies. I own gold and silver. I own real estate. I own cars and musical instruments and artwork and all stuff. Yeah, sure. But what's wrong with it? What's wrong? You tell me, somebody here. What's wrong with taking advantage of a system that is designed at its core? It wasn't like this, but now it is, to destroy us. If we can turn this around, why is it such a bad thing? Can someone here explain that to me? Yes, it's a Babylon system. I get that. And we are living in Babylon, but we don't have to be of it. You understand? Doesn't mean we can't take advantage of it. And that's what makes us lions, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, I love platinum as well. Uh, I'm sorry. Is there anything exactly? MWNI. You're 100% correct here. Look what this person said. New era. That's what people say usually right before the crash. This is a fact. This is someone that is paying attention to what's going on. Everybody thinks that this time is different and it's a new era. It's absolutely true. Bravo for saying that. And this is going to end, and it's going to end badly. They still want us on our knees. This has not changed. Problem, reaction, solution. Why do you think we're being set up here? Tokenized system, crypto president. Make the rich richer now, so when the new system comes in, they are the overlords and we are the serfs. Absolutely, that's what's being built here, people. Understand that's what's really happening. And it wouldn't have made any difference. Honestly, maybe it would have came out a little bit a different way. What happened yesterday, in my opinion, supercharged the move to a new system here. We're going to see, again, a greater disconnect between the economy and the stock market. We're going to see cryptocurrency go more mainstream. Do you see how this is working? How it's going here? You understand? It's too easy. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying here. We're going to take advantage of this while we can. If this market is going to go up until it doesn't, people, if you've been with me for any length of time, if you've been with me as long as I've been long this market for many, many years now, you can look back and say you've pretty much done everything that you could to take advantage of the system. 95% of what we have done together has been correct. Not every call has been correct, but 95% of them have been. Find a better group of people that have called this as we have. You're never going to find that. I don't care where you look on this planet. It's the truth. Because we got each other. We look out for each other. Most of us believe in a higher power that is our guiding light, our guiding source, and allows us to see things that maybe some other people can't. You understand? I really believe that's true. Honestly, I think it's a gift that we all have, that God-given intellect. Honestly, people have been disconnected from that, unfortunately. But it's something that we really do need to take advantage of, honestly. Party like it's 1929. Dude, it's way worse than 1929. In 1929, I have this memorized. In 1929, the PE ratio of the S&P 500 was 17.77. Today we have over 30. We've never seen this before. 1987 was around 18 and change. 2008, it was about 23. Now we're about 30. So absolute party like it's 1929. What's going to hit us? Let me say this. What's going to hit us is going to come out of nowhere. I know that a lot of people were pointing towards yesterday and today as the end all. This was going to be it. Obviously, these people were wrong again. I don't want to put these people down. I'm not trying to call these people out. I do despise, and I really, really mean this, when you have a person with a big following who's pointing at it's going to be this day, it's going to be this date, stay away from certain assets, whatever it might be. What they have done and been very successful at is leading the people that trust them to their own slaughter. We've seen this. Ignore that kind of stuff, people. I'm telling you the truth. You just got to sidestep it and use your own God-given intellect. If it makes sense to you, look, we all see this from a different perspective, and I understand that. But when you look at a record of a people like we are here, it's very, very hard to argue against it. So we welcome people to this pride, man. I wish we had 10 times the people here. Imagine the difference that we could make in people's lives. You have no idea. the letters I get, the emails I get. Gregory, Greg, thanks to you, I was able to put my kid through college. Greg, thanks to you, I was able to buy a new car, cash. Greg, thanks to you, I was able to buy a house. You have no idea what that does. No, I don't have an ego. Okay, a lot of you think I do, but it fills me with a sense of joy that I am able to, just by putting things together, help people survive and thrive in this kind of an environment. I'm being honest with you, people. I don't know another way to say this to all of you. I've been talking about the MMI, Andres. I don't want to talk about it again because I talked about it a lot. So please rewatch the video. You know what? Cocky Hemi, that's a good one, man. We're doomed. Okay. You know what, man? Most people are. But you and me, look, at least we're doing whatever we can to at least make the system work for us now. And I really believe that we are stronger together. I don't know everything, man. I know nothing, as a matter of fact, on the grand scheme of things. I know about economics. I know about finance because I study this stuff too. I have volumes. I could pile books from the floor to the ceiling up and down about 20 times with regard to what I've read. I'm trying to understand it way outside what people learn, let's say in business school or whatever it might be, or economics school. You got to learn this stuff for yourself. You got to get down deep into the trenches, and then you got to talk to everyone. I have had a unique opportunity just in time. That's pretty good. I love that. You know, being exposed to the Wall Street element when I was very, very young, getting just a glimpse of how it works, the dark side of it. Most of you know I got myself in trouble when I was a kid working on Wall Street. That's why I had to get out of that business for a really, really long time. But it allowed me to say, hold on a minute. But my wake-up call was what happened in 2008. What happened to myself, what happened to people around the world, the financial crisis that was thrust upon us. You think that was by accident too? No, it allowed central banks to do what they're doing right now. It was a takeover, a whole new set of rules. And that's where we're going, man. That's where we're going. No, you're not you're not late. You got to rewind. Yeah. But anyway, people, look, I know this has been an awfully long video. It's probably one of the longest ones I've ever done. We covered a lot here. And again, I don't know how to say this another way either. I have a profound responsibility. Those of you, 260, 270,000 people who follow this blog, it's an enormous responsibility, really is. And sometimes it's a little overwhelming to me to think about that. But I've chosen to be here, or maybe I was chosen to be here to, and I believe that too, to explain things to people in a way that they can understand how things are playing out. Cocky Hemi, unfortunately, this July 4th, 2025, there's no support here. The march on the Fed, unfortunately, I've said this has been put on the back burner. It doesn't mean we're done. We're not done with some kind of a lawsuit against this institution. We need a big hitter here. We need a big hitter. Could you imagine? Let's ask President Trump, soon to be President-elect Trump, to put his money where his mouth is and back us in supporting. Again, there's a lot of nonsense, a lot of talk about Trump getting rid of the Fed. We heard it last time. All he did was make the Fed stronger. He has another opportunity here. Back us in getting rid of this criminal organization. Not going to happen. Again, mark my words. You can mark the video. Ain't happening. Ron Paul, I don't know if he was big enough. It didn't happen under him. We need someone with enormous firepower. Maybe someone like Elon Musk, who's got the cash to make it happen. If he wants to join the line with us, beautiful, or something along those lines. But I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't think so. We heard the same talk last time. Everyone should get a second chance. I believe that. Okay, and maybe we'll see it, but I doubt it because these institutions, they don't work independent of each other. Do you realize how powerful they are? They can take anyone out. They have done this in the past. No one man, no one president, no team of people has enough this is probably another, has enough influence, power to take down a worldwide crime syndicate of the highest order. They have control of everything here. It's an incredible thing. It's an incredible thing. Anyway, we'll see where it goes, people. All right, look, we need an army. Exactly, Jeff. We would need a freaking army. And even that, I don't know, man. It's pretty crazy stuff going on. I'm going to end this video. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I want to hear from you. Please comment as you have been. Thanks for your love. Your love for me, believe me, goes right back at you tenfold. And your support. Thank you for those thumbs up here. They do mean a lot. The comments as well. It does allow the algorithms to pick up the video. So please get this stuff out there. Let people hear this stuff. We're making a difference. We're making a positive difference in this world, people. Count on it. I know we are, because I hear every day from people. Every day. And that's what keeps me going here, really, honestly. Because sometimes, I can get pretty bent out of shape. I've been known to get bent out of shape from time to time. But anyway, look, I love all of you. Thank you for being here again. I will see all of you in the morning. So, you know what? What do we do every Friday? We're going to do it right freaking now. Are you ready? People love each other, care about each other, and be charitable to each other. We can change the world if we believe we can. And I believe we can. I'll see you in the morning.